Legends! There's the drift! Oh! Oh! Fuck! That's it. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gran Turismo race highlight video. Guys, today we're taking a look at the very first round of this brand new Nations Cup that PD has so graciously given us directly after the Manufacturers Cup. Literally the next week, we didn't even have to wait at all. So super appreciate that, guys, thank you. And yeah, 10 laps around Trial Mountain here to start this cup off. We had a selection of some pre-tuned road cars that we don't really drive around too much in sport mode. But most everybody, I believe actually everybody, ended up in this green 911. You couldn't even pick the color, which was kind of lame, so it was just like a bunch of green Skittles out there. As to start this race off, G2 EV getting a great jump on us. That's been happening the last couple races, I feel like. Just not getting the greatest start, as Matt is going to bump into us a little bit, and we got some damage on the rear. And this should be a little sign of things to come in this race. This one was... like I said, we don't really drive these cars too much. This 911 was weird to drive. It felt like you had grip until you just didn't. Weird gear shifting, crazy acceleration, just an absolute beast to drive. So it was a doozy of a race, and a lot happened. It was a real roller coaster. It went down to up to down. We're all over the place. As we're gonna jump to the hood cam in a second here on the straight, and you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. It all starts falling apart very, very quickly for us. I'm pretty sure there was some sort of custom slipstream on in this race too, so getting a little bump draft from Mad Decent plus the slipstream, we're just going way too fast here. People crashing into each other, and we're going to slam into Charles there, into the wall. About 4 or 5 of us just having a complete meltdown. And we are going to pick up the 3-second penalty for that, which I thought was kind of BS, because, you know, if there were a bunch of us that went off into the wall, and if the people in front of me didn't go off, I would have just went into the wall. I wouldn't have crashed into somebody. So I don't know if we deserve that 3-second, but we're off to a pretty rocky start so far. There's still a lot of race left, and I was pretty confident that people were going to make mistakes. I felt like we were maybe going to be able to recover from this, but like I said, definitely not an ideal way to start this one. As going to approach the penalty marker here. You can see a couple of us getting penalties, and for some reason we got the worst brunt of it. It seemed like everybody else got 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, and we got that 3 seconds for some reason, and instantly losing 6 positions to start off lap number 2. But luckily, I believe there's light damage on in these Nation Cup races this time for some reason, so luckily the damage did repair itself. Like I said earlier, we still got the whole race to go to catch up a little bit, almost slamming into Sonic there. So we do have quite a bit of work to do, kind of poking my nose in, I wasn't really trying to make that move there, but I'm just trying to stay a little competitive. But we do have a lot of work to do, but I was sure that people were going to make some mistakes. A lot of people going wide on that corner, as well as this right here, as we're going to approach this straight for our second time, and let's see if we could have a little bit of a better go at this one. Again, this custom slipstream really kicking in hard. Let's kind of see what everybody decides to do. Sonic going to the left, I say, hell yeah, dude, let's go. Give him the bump draft, and thought me and Sonic were going to make the move on everybody, but it looked like Sonic broke a little early there, and we were able to go around the outside of him. We have a little bit of a slide, but we managed to keep it under control pretty good, and all in all, it was a pretty easy overtake of 2 right there. And so we're slowly moving our way back up the track, slowly gaining some confidence again. And yeah, we still got 8 laps left to go, picking it up on lap number 3. Again, lots of people going wide on this corner. We're gonna have a similar, JP's gonna go wide here as well. And I thought I was gonna catch him on the straight, really trying to get into Yannick's slipstream here, but he just kind of pulled off to the right a little bit, allowing JP to get back in it. And again, that custom slipstream is just unbelievable. JP was able to gain so much speed on me in what was like 3 seconds. So we are gonna bump into Yannick a little bit there. I'm sorry about that, man. And that is not the last time that we're gonna be harassing poor Yannick in this one, starting off lap 4. Yannick is about to go off track here ever so slightly a little bit, and I'm gonna try to make the pass on him. He's actually gonna leave me plenty of space too, but for some reason I just completely misjudged that corner. And I give him a little tap. He doesn't spin out or anything, but he definitely goes off track a little bit. And hey, I'm sorry about that, dude, but I guess you could argue that he did go off track. Maybe he should have given me the position, but I think honestly I should have been a little safer about that overtake. And yeah, dude, I don't know what happened there. I'm just sorry. I completely bumped into you, my brother. And at the end of lap 4, we are going to have a little incident between JP and Georgie. It looks like JP is going to miss his braking point and completely slam into Georgie. He's going to push him off track. And it's really unfortunate for us because it looked like JP was trying to be a good boy about it. He's going to wait up for Georgie. He just did it with us right behind him in kind of not the best spot, I'd say, to be waiting up for people. I would have waited until the straight right here, or even until I served my penalty maybe on the next lap. But lucky for us, Georgie most definitely had some damage there, so we were able to overtake him on the straight, and we should have no problems getting JP here when he serves his penalty. 2 seconds is a really long time. But actually, we didn't even need to wait until we got to the penalty line. We got him on the straight here. As again, it looks like he's going to miss his braking point. He's going to end up in the wall a little bit, leaving an easy overtake into P7 for us. And right now I'm thinking, man, we're almost halfway done with the race. We were just in P12 not too long ago. And slowly making our way back downtown and walking fast and faces are passing and we're homebound. And everything is really starting to turn around for us, it seems, as we're back on the street again, approaching P6. Again, flying with this slipstream, and we're just going to make the stupidest little mistake, kiss the wall ever so slightly, and we're going to get a half second for that. Just completely ridiculous, and it's really another just unfortunate thing to happen to us because you're going to see right here, Slayer's going to go off track. He's going to hit the wall. He's not going to get the penalty. Just really unfortunate. It was another easy overtake into P6 now. Should have been no problem for us to get away from these guys behind us, but unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately a lot because it was really an unfortunate race. Gonna have to serve this penalty, and you guys are gonna see, look at all this traffic behind us at this point in the race. With this amount of traffic behind us, half-second penalty is really it's a grower, not a shower. You know, it shows, it appears like it's not the biggest deal in the world, but real quick, we're gonna lose 1 and 2 right there, and second one we lost is to Yannick, and we probably should have given that back to him anyway. Now the race karma is back in balance, so that is one good thing at least. Still got a little bit of time here to make something happen, but we are quickly, we're running out. There's only a couple laps left, have a little bit of a slide there. And yeah, we need to make something happen. Approaching these 2 corners where a lot of people going wide. There's some bumping going on. What's going to happen here? Again, Slayer is just lots of people going wide on that corner before the straight. Now I kind of have to make up my mind. Who do I want to go behind? Yannick looks like he's going a little faster. Got Charles right behind us on this straight too. And actually got a lot of cars coming into this heavy braking zone now. It gets dangerous pretty quickly over here as, again, Yannick, I'm sorry, we bump into him again, and we lose 1 to Charles, but we gain 1 to Slayer. Yannick, dude, I'm sorry, I don't know why I was so obsessed with bumping into you. We hit the wall again, and here we kind of really start falling apart. I start panicking a little bit, almost completely spun out, and we lost our P8 to Slayer once again. At this point, I am starting to panic a little bit. That's too many spots to lose. We have Georgie on our left now, into a P10 again. Really, really incredible how quickly everything changes. What I thought we were gaining some momentum there, in a second, it's all gone. So we are approaching lap number 8 now. And there's really not much for us to do at this point other than to try to stay as consistent as possible. Really, granted everything that's happened this race, gonna go off the track here again. Like I said, really starting to panic. Our brain was starting to fry a little bit, and we were really starting to crumble as we do have pressure from P11 behind us now. We're just like completely letting everybody catch up to us, which is not good. But I can still see there's still 4 or 5 people in front of us. They're still battling pretty heavily. It seems like they're still bumping into each other pretty good. Still a little bit of time, but like I said, we are running out of time, and it looks like right now Yannick is going to have some sort of technical difficulties. I think he was saying in the chat, I think he said he got some sort of black screen or something. So we did get lucky. Another easy overtake. Every overtake we've had this race has been basically due to a mistake or a technical difficulty. Pretty easy. So lucky to be in a P9 here. Again, approaching P8. Are we going to be able to make the move on him or not? Because he's going to go defensive. We're going to try to stick it around the outside. But it is just not going to completely work out for us. And me and Georgie are going to get involved in some really good racing here in a second. I feel like I started getting really aggressive on him. I felt like I had passed him a couple times in this race already, and just my mistakes and my penalties, I kept finding him in front of me. And so I was really trying to get in front of him before this last lap. I really thought it was possible that we could have ended up back in a P7 or something like that. And he's going to have a little bit of a rough time going through this chicane here, coming up to the start of lap number 9, and we're going to end up getting a great run on him at the start of this lap. And we're kind of in a weird spot now, because with the slipstream we're much quicker than him, but once we get out of that slip we instantly lose so much speed, and for this first corner is really not the place to be overtaking people. And really, one of us should have backed out here, and it's really hard for me to figure out which one of us should have done it. But actually end up having some really good racing. We both make it through there alive, which is pretty incredible. But like I said, I feel like one of us should have backed out. I feel like we both ended up costing us both a lot of time. And again, I'm really just trying to get past Georgie. I'm going to stick the apex, dude. Everything's cool. And I think what happens is I'm looking at the radar to see where everybody is, and I just completely spin myself out. And yeah, that's basically our race over now with 1.5 laps left. We're in a P14, and there's basically nothing for us to do except bring her home. And P14 is exactly where we would end up in this one. Definitely not the greatest race that we've ever had. And I think if we didn't have that wreck on the first lap, our race would have been completely different. I think even if we didn't get that 3-second penalty, our race would have been completely different. I dare even say if we didn't get that half-second penalty later on in the race, I think our result would have been much, much, much better. But, you know, they don't always go good, and we definitely had some slop out there this time, so I apologize, guys. I let you down, but we will be back next time at Watkins Glen. Actually, by the time this video comes out, we've been out again. We had a good race at Watkins. We'll have another video about that one a little later, but I just want to say thank you everybody who dropped in for this one, for giving me some support and for sticking around even after we were being idiots out there. I very much appreciate you guys. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you're living. And like I said, we will be back with another video about the Watkins Glen race in a little bit. But until then, I hope you guys all have some great racing out there. I will catch you all on the next one. Take it easy. Stoosman out.